Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I want to do a review of Miller's review of my SNL review, which sounds cool, but no, I want to address some stuff. Um, yeah, like I said, I wanted to do, like I mentioned before, I wanted to do the SNL 30th anniversary review along with the red carpet. And then, like I said, I fell asleep. I woke up like 20 minutes after the red carpet started. I was like, well, okay. And I kept getting phone calls and then like Discord messages and stuff. And I want to address that too. And then I watched some of the SNL thing that night, and it's like, well, I should do it another time. I remember Miller did his review, um, and then he did my review of that, so I thought I'd do my review of Miller's review of my review of SNL. Sounds silly, but it's fun. I think this is fun. I like it. And it's not all that drama stuff that people keep bringing up. I like talking about comedy, though. And it's what's funny, what's not funny is always subjective, though. But I think like the best times of a lot of the best stuff on Saturday Night Live was like the original stuff. I mean, I agree with them on that. And I do it live because it gives me more chance to think about different things. But I do interact with the chat. I do get distracted. Just like, and check it out. I mean, because I still do video reviews with John, right? And we get distracted all the time. It's like my way my mind's wired is like, well, he mentioned this and I mentioned something else, and then I think about something else. I do get distracted. I will give you that. It's just I don't know, just the way my my mind is wired. And it's okay, but I do like doing it live because it gives me more time to think about stuff. And I talked about the meatball movies too, because I mentioned Bill Murray meatballs. And the one thing with Dana Carvey, he couldn't come because he had bird flu. So I mean, maybe that's why they did that coffee talk thing. But that thing sucked. It was boring. Like right up there with the Sweeney sisters being boring. And a lot of the skits I didn't think were that good, like I said. But I mean, I wanted to watch it, and then in a way, I was more fascinated to see what you thought of the skits, though, because I mean, it started out kind of strong, and then I don't know, it became a little bit too self-serving. Because I mean, when that Black Jeopardy, they kept mentioning Saturday Night, and it was all like self-referential to the being like the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live, just like whenever they had, remember Andrew Dice Clay was on the show back in the '90s. Well, this broadcast when I was in Germany. And Andrew Dice Clay was on it. Then, like Nora Dunn said, she wasn't gonna be on the show, and then a lot of it was just reflecting upon her not being on the show. It was really weird. See, I'm getting distracted right now, but I just have a lot of knowledge about certain things. That's just the way my mind is wired, though. But no, I was fascinated to see what you thought about the skits, though, especially when they started to kind of peter out with some of the skits being really lame, like that one on Weekend Update where they had like those two people in like those what were they? Those woolen hats that they had from and they were supposed to be Lauren Michaels' friends and stuff, and they were talking. That whole thing was stupid. Just like some of the skits just weren't funny at all. And then, like I said, well, the one thing you brought me back to the ending credits. Well, one thing that you helped me with, right? Because I was doing a back and forth like counterpoint, like they did that they did that in Kentucky Fried Movie. If you ever seen it, Kentucky Fried Movie is brilliant. And they mentioned it again in the airplane, and I think they did counterpoint on Saturday Night Live too, or something similar to that. With Dan Aykroyd saying, "Jane, you ignorant slut," and you didn't see Jane Curtin at all in any of the skits. You just saw her at the very end. That was it. Um, no, it's fascinating what you were thinking about it. And when you mentioned like I just watched the ending credit. I didn't really pay much attention to like the closing scene in there. And then you mentioned the thing with Chevy Chase. I didn't really think about it, and I saw the Guild Around the phone photo, and then I saw Chevy Chase in there, and I watched it like two or three times before I started my live. And what happened was, he was just trying to get to the front. I mean, to make himself more known because he was like way in the back. And I watched it a couple times, and I looked in the comments, and someone said Bill Murray was crying. I was like, oh my god! I watched again. He was. maybe I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I had no idea. And I agree with you with Dan Aykroyd not coming in. Maybe he didn't want to get. I don't know. I have no idea. And like I said, Dana Carvey couldn't be on the show because of he had bird flu. Although they showed Mr. Bill for like a second, that was cool. But no, I was really fascinated to see what you thought of these skits. I mean, and comedy is really cool. It really got interesting because I try to do silent live reviews, so I'm not hanging with John, and Howie Cat, like I mentioned before, Howie Cat was mentioning, oh, that was brutal with that. And he probably say you're super brutal on that because but no, a lot of those skits were some of the skits were funny. If it makes me laugh, I'll mention it or something. Um, yeah, but I really like the review you did. I like the review you did of my review, and I do get distracted a lot. I do get distracted a lot. The one thing with doing it live is I can just take my time a lot. I take my time. Every time I film something, I always feel like after a few minutes, I always feel a time constraint. You know, um, and it is easier if there's no one else in the chat though. But I like having people in the chat. At least it might give me something to riff off of when I'm trying to do the live. But I know I agree with you completely. I do get distracted. I do get distracted a lot, and there's just so much stuff going on, and a lot of stuff going on YouTube. But I'd rather would do like comedy stuff, movie reviews. Cause I got a movie review premiering. Well, I'll probably post this tomorrow, but I really like what you said. I just the one thing about the Beatles is I don't know. I they're okay though, but I love Paul McCartney ending of the show. And he did like my second favorite theme song for James Bond, which was Live and Let Die. And my favorite theme song, I don't know, let me say if you like this, was View to a Kill from Duran Duran. I love that song. I'm a big Duran Duran fan. They're awesome. But no, I enjoyed what you said. I did listen to it, and I was fascinated with everything you did on it. In it, I was really interested to see. Actually, I'll tell you what. When I was watching the when I was watching the anniversary, I kind of got this. I kind of was starting to lose interest. Because some of the skits weren't very good. There's lots of dead spots in the show, and so I went back to your review to watch your review to see what was going on. The only thing that Well, I watched it before watching the whole thing. The Jack Nicholson thing would have been pretty awesome to see unspoiled, but that's okay. That's no big deal. Um, no, I think like I just react different ways to different things. But no, I was very fascinated to see what you thought of these things. I would rather do this than that drama crap. You know, they just won't leave me out of it. But no, I really enjoyed your review of my review. Um, yeah, I thought it was cool. I give it a 9 out of 10 because you're very honest. I mean, I do get distracted a lot. I mean, I don't think that'll ever change. Just the way I don't know. Sometimes it's tough for me to focus. Because I get like someone says something, and I think about something else, and then that triggers something else. Just the way like my mind is wired and stuff. And I know that with me and John, we get distracted because like John would post like these memes, right? And it says us reviewing a movie, and then it's talking about a million other things during it. Um, I have well, I don't know if you saw it, but I have something premiering at 6 o'clock. I think it's still premiering for R.L. Stein's Zombie Town, which isn't a very good movie, but it has Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase in it, even though it's not very good. Um, Also, I gotta do a review of Bill Murray on Hot Ones. He's trying the hot wings and stuff, so that's cool. No, but if it wasn't for you telling me about it, well, I would have found out about when I watched your review. I wouldn't have known Chevy Chase was in the. I didn't really think about it. It was in the background, and I would have known. And then when I scrolled down, it was like I couldn't believe Bill Murray was crying. I was like, "What?" I watched it like 2 or 3 times, and yeah, he was crying now. Um, But no, I thank you very much for doing that video. I know yours was way more professional looking than mine. Every time I start filming stuff, I start thinking about time constraints and stuff. After a while, you know. But no, I just I like using the live format because it's like a free form, so I could just kind of like really, I don't know, just go on, not really worrying about everything. And it is easier, I admit that. But I like what you did too. I give your review and my review, like I said, 9 out of 10, and your Silent Live review is like a 10 out of 10. I like it. You know, I mean, we didn't agree on all the skits, but that's fine. That's no big deal. So I hope you liked my review of your review. Uh, no, I hope you like my review of your review of my SNL review. So maybe we'll do more of these later on because I like what I like doing. If I'm not hanging with John, is I like doing like late night lives of SNL. You know, that'd be interesting. Well, maybe that's something we could do. Maybe I mean it's. I'll probably just do the live format though, but it's just easier for me, and I can just comment, or I'll have like someone on right after. You know, someone want to come on panel too. So thank you very much for doing the review of my review. It's really cool. And I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna. I love the. I comment. I love what you did. I don't know why YouTube wouldn't let me tag you. No, I mean I don't know why YouTube wouldn't let you tag me though. So YouTube being really weird because I just got tagged in like a million other things. You know. But hopefully, I mean you're not blocked or anything like that. I promise. I double checked. You know, I didn't know it because I switched all the mods around and stuff. You know. I tried to make everything real fair and stuff. You know. And no, I thank you very much for doing this. It was really cool. And yours was real more professional than mine. I will say that. But anyways, I hope you like this. I hope you like my review of your review of my SNL review. So I'll probably put this up at noon tomorrow. So like I said, I hope you like it. And thank you very much for doing it. And until next time, bye, please take care, my legion. Like I said, the one thing about the Beatles was, I don't know, I just never really I liked them though, and we sang Beatles. We I remember singing Eleanor Rigby in chorus, right? And they were talking about what darning socks was because I never heard that term before. I know the kids were like saying, yeah, they picked up their socks, just pointed and said darn, 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 which is silly. But yeah, I just was never. I mean, I accept the Beatles for what they are and stuff. I just wasn't as big of a fan as some other people were. That's all. Um, they're okay. I mean, I'm more of a Black Sabbath type guy. That's just me. But no, I thought I mentioned that too. But like I said, if you're going to end it, Paul McCartney was the way to end it. I mean, they ended. That was. I mean, I liked his performance. I thought it was great. I mean, I highly praised his performance and also Paul Simon's because Paul Simon was the way to start it. Because I remember he was the one that played. Oh, now I'm forgetting. He was the one that played at the that the one after 9/11. You know. And I remember he said, "Is it okay for me to?" I remember like they had a thing when someone asked Lauren Michaels, "Is it okay for us to be funny now?" And he's like, "Well, why start now?" You know, that was kind of cool. All right, so I hope you like this review. See, I just got distracted again. But no, I was fascinated to see what you thought of my video, and I was fascinated to see what you thought of the skits on there too. I know there's some real clinkers. Like I don't like that coffee talk or Bronx Beat. I didn't know Bronx Beat was a thing before. You know, it's like, well, I bet this is gonna suck, and it did. You know, but I didn't know it could be funny because sometimes they have a talk show format that's funny, but no, this wasn't funny. Uh, Coffee Talk wasn't funny. I thought his impersonation was okay, but I never got it though. You know, I remember he said I'm all verklempt, and they said hey, it's time for Coffee Talk. You know, and I was never a fan of it because I remember watching in Germany. John, I not John, Scone, and I used to watch it, and you know, we never liked that. We hated the Sweeney sisters. The Sweeney sisters was terrible. May Jan Hooks rest in peace, though. And it would have been cool if they would have done a in memoriam about all the cast members that were no longer there too. You know, that would have been kind of poignant, not pointless, poignant. Um, so, anyways, I got distracted again, but it's just I don't know, it's just the way I think. I got so much Because that's what I mean. Okay. This is the reason I started my YouTube channel, right? Because I could tell everybody my thoughts and stuff, along with my opinions of different things, you know. So I mean, I guess that's just my way of, I have a lot of information about crazy stuff, you know. All right. So I hope you like this review, everybody. Till next time, please take care, my legion, and thank you again, Jedi, for making your video. I hope you like this one too. I know it went on and on and on, but I don't know. Thank you, buddy. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I got recognized by one of my Legion fans.
Yep.
Yep, and I just want to say, yeah, hey, it's very flattering. You got a selfie with me, and then get a picture of me and him. I mean, it's not taking a picture; it's just a video right there. Hopefully, that's filming because I can't tell. Thank you very much, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. You take it easy.
Thank you. You too, buddy. Thank you very much.
Jason Callan, your YouTube channel kicks ass. Everyone should go and subscribe to Jason freaking Callan, the hot sauce king pin of them all. Yeah.